Okay, ladies, let's get warmed up. Welcome back. And if you're new here, I'm so glad you found the channel. I'm Rhoda. This is Fab and Fit Over 40 and Beyond. Talk about our workout while we get warmed up. Bring those knees up and twist. We work on strength training to maintain and even boost metabolism, to maintain bone density. We also work on low impact cardio on the channel, where we use resistance instead of jumping, so we protect your joints and we strengthen your heart while we burn a little fat. Let's reach out. Also, abs, core, and balance. Really important as we age to have a nice, strong core. The bonus is to have pretty abs, right? So today, metabolic conditioning. Well, what does that mean, right? Out and in. Metabolic conditioning is taking a number of training techniques and doing kind of a mashup, right? So today, what we're going to do is we're going to isolate lower or upper body strength. Arms up and down here, heels to the front. I have 15-pound dumbbells for the first exercise in the first 4 out of the 5 circuits. Swing the arms. Reason being, it's a lower body move. I'm going to just hold those dumbbells. So if you have heavier weights, even 20s, 30s, you could do here if you're more advanced. Then we take those elements of those first 2 or 3 exercises, up and over, give me a heel here, and we do a combination move. That's going to elevate your heart rate. Then we lighten our dumbbells and we do a little low impact cardio, kind of building on those same moves. Punch across here, stretching out the back. So a lot happening, total body, abs are in here. We will work them. Let's put the hands behind the head, just down and up. Good mornings, nice flat back. Drive the weight into the heels and back through the tailbone. As you come up, drive the hips forward and squeeze. We're starting with a deadlift. And if you're using those heavier weights, we want to just do a little bit of warm up here. All right, good. Roll out the shoulders. I have 5s, 8s, 10s, 12s, and 15s. That's metabolic conditioning. Lots of different resistances going on. So starting with that heavier weight, with the deadlift, think about holding a bar across the front of your body. You're going to drive your shoulders back, keep your back flat, pushing through the heels down, up, hips forward, squeeze the glutes, down and up. Key here is back is flat and the weight is in the heels. All right? If you're driving that, if you're rolling and leaning into the front of the foot, it's going to throw you off balance, first of all, and it's going to put too much torque on the front of the leg, into that knee. We don't want to do that. We do have modifications on this channel anytime we're doing any squats, lunges, that kind of thing. So there are a couple circuits here where I'll give you a modification for the lower body if you need that because of joint issues. All right, put this weight down, lighten a little bit, going to my 12s for a high row, same hand position as if we were holding a bar. Pulling up, elbows are leading here. We're not rotating the hips or the wrists at all, okay? Get ready, pull up. As you come up, feel the top of the shoulders really engage. They're contracting as this weight comes up, hitting the top of the shoulder, front of the shoulder, back of the shoulder. You're also getting some biceps. You should feel the front of the arm working here. You want to change your stance, a little staggered stance. If you're using heavier dumbbells, can give you a little better footing. Whatever feels right for you. There's no necessarily right way to stand. You just want your feet under your hips. And good. Okay, I'm going to go down a step to my 10s for an overhead press. So see how all 3 of these moves are isolation moves? We're really targeting one area of the body, and then we're going to put it all together in the next couple exercises for this circuit. Pushing straight up, palms towards me, okay? Here we go. Breathe. Slowly down to this box. Try not to collapse the arms, so we're not coming down here, right? Maintain the resistance on that muscle right there. It never relaxes completely. It never rests completely. Still a little breathy, recovering from a lung infection, which was not fun. So I'm still really struggling with my endurance breath-wise. So you may hear me huffing and puffing a little more than usual. I'll keep these dumbbells because we're going to take this deadlift and go down. Then we're going to do that high row as we come up. So we're going to pull, press, back to start, okay? So sometimes we do a kind of a flip move here. This time we're just kind of coming up through that pull to make that change to the press. Ready? Deadlift. As you come up, pull it up and press. Lower the press and down. Pull as you come up and press. One more, come on. That worked out well, good. All right, putting it together with some lighter weights now and changing up a little bit on the upper body. Palms are gonna be towards me, like as if you were holding a bicep curl. Arms are coming up across, like this. All right, we're gonna deadlift, then we're gonna come up, cross, cross. Now, as you do, follow me here, deadlift down and up. Right arm, right leg. Angle back that leg. Other side. Angle it back. Deadlift. Weights in your heels. Think of your form. Come on up. Get yourself set. Feet under you. Come back with an angle on that leg. So it's not straight back and it's not straight to the side. So engaging that glute from a little different angle. And if you're going to do a modification on the wide squats coming up, this is your move, the lower body part, right? I want you to focus on lifting back with an angle, and you'll see on the next circuit, the very first exercise is a wide squat. And this is the move on the lower body that you will use. So kind of a good segue into that. All right, great. Putting the weight down, I step back, stretching out the back of my leg a little bit from those deadlifts. And the other side. Roll out the shoulders. Going back to my heavy weight for the wide squat, or check the modification and you just practice the move. Wide squat, toes are out, ankles are farther than the knees are farther than the hips, shoulders are back, you're sitting back like you're sitting in a chair. You ready? Here we go. Sit way back. Back to isolation. So isolated strength training here. We do the compound, which brings in an element of cardio. Then we lighten our weight and we up that cardio just a tad more, but the whole time we're doing strength, right? So we're doing strength here. We're doing strength in the compound, and then we're doing toning of muscles, toning of your strength muscles during that cardio. Because we are using resistance, it's a little lighter than the isolation or compound work, but it's still targeting the same muscles we have for all 5 exercises. Good, all right. Putting my weight down, doing the modifications, jump back in with us and join us. Going with my 8s. We're going to a cross press. Press, and we're going to cross at shoulder level, punch down, punch down. Nice and slow, here we go. Push, bring it down. Push, now across. Cross, other side, and cross down. Tap down, and up. Push. And across. Coming out of those shoulders a little bit, into the back and chest. Should feel that upper back and upper chest engaging. I think we should get through one more time. Press, press across, and down. Good. All right. Putting the weight down, modifying that wide squat to a suitcase swing, or I'm sorry, swing through. So feet are wide, you're gonna hinge at the waist, nice flat back here. Take a bend out of the knee if you need to. Otherwise, you can go a little deeper with me. Toes are out, but toes are forward. Here we go. Down and up, chest height. Sitting back, abs are tight here. This is core body. At the top, squeeze those glutes. Bonus right there, squeeze them. But work that core, work that ab muscle. up and down the front of the body, rectus abdominis, working through this entire move here. And excellent. All right, back to my 8 pounds. Okay. Gonna do that swing through up to a box. So we're swinging through, up to a box, press, press across. So we're taking that cross press there. Get ready, weights together, but it comes up to the box. Lower part of the box right here, box, and then press, press, swing through. Up to your box, and press. Keep going, come on. Take the bend out if you need to in the knees. Just hinge from the hips, like that deadlift. Just focus on flat back. You're not rounding the back as you go down and up. Whether you're doing the deadlift variation or the squat variation, you're making sure that the back is nice and flat and the weight is in your heels, even when you're swinging forward. And rest, good. Okay, I'm gonna put the 8s down and grab my 5s. This is your cardio piece, but with dumbbells. So we're adding the resistance, which is gonna get you the benefit of higher heart rate without jumping. We punch across and kick. Punch across and kick. Right arm, punch, kick, punch, kick, punch it, and kick it. Moving a little faster than if we were doing strength here, right? Still toning the muscles we've worked. Got a lot more movement. A lot of muscles wanting oxygen. Just going to bring up that heart rate. The only way to get oxygen to the muscles is through your blood. So we need to oxygenate that blood, right? So you're going to be huffing and puffing a little bit more on this work right here. Last one. And another rest. Nice work. All right, head above your heart as the weight goes down. Just open up the shoulders a little bit, squeezing the upper back. Now let's round the back. We'll roll out those shoulders. We're done with them other than as assisting muscles coming up. Just stretch out the inner thigh a little bit. And we're moving on to an alternating curtsy. I'm going to pick up my heavier dumbbells again. I got my 15s. Modifiers, watch the modification. You're doing the same move, you're just not going as deep. But you're bringing that foot way back because that engages that outer glute. Here we go. Get low if you can. Now my back is still flat, my chest is up, my shoulders are back. Weight is in the front heel and driving through that back toe. Swinging that leg way back really pulls that body weight back. You're gonna feel that outer glute. That's your bum. You're gonna feel it work. And rest, good. Moving on to a halo. I'm going to lighten my weight a little bit, really because the head of those weights are pretty big. I don't want to butt myself in the head. So find a weight that works for you. This is more about the rotation of the body than the amount of weight you're holding. Over your right shoulder first. Here we go. Rotate the hips away. Now go back the other direction. Feel those abs work. Abs and core here. Stabilizers. As we're leaning back and forward, throwing our balance off. Your stabilizer muscles, they're tiny muscles throughout your core region, firing to keep you upright. So by training them, they learn what to do if you get out of balance. That's what you hear, fitness training. I'm training. You're training your muscles to work for you functionally. Great job. All right. I'm gonna lighten again. I have been having some pain in my shoulder, so I'm gonna go with my 5s. Adjust your weight as you need to for any aches and pains. You do not want pain, all right? Don't work through pain. We're gonna take this, press out, open, close, Here we go. Push, open. Now we're down farther in that chest. Here's your back, mid-chest. Pull. I try to do a lot of standing work on this channel, because for some it's difficult to get up and down off the mat. If I do have mat work, I will give you a standing or seated modification. But this is a great way to get that chest area without getting down for push-ups, which I know we all love. That's a joke. We don't, I don't. Or chest presses, right? Or chest flies. This is a way to get that chest activated. Nice work. All right. Going back to 110. At 110, we're going to curtsy, come up, do a halo, press, pull. We'll go with your right leg back first. Again, just don't go as deep if you need to modify. Try to keep up to pace with us though, and I do have the full modification in the window. So curtsy, halo, press, pull. The halo goes in the direction of the leg that moved back. So in this case, it's your right leg. So it's your right shoulder. Left leg, left shoulder. I just realized I am not doing the curtsy. There we go. Oh my goodness. And, all right, I cheated on some curtsies there, didn't I? But that's the modifier. You're still getting the muscles engaged, so that's fine. All right, I'm going to take 2 5s, and when we did that cross move, we're going to kind of build on that. Out, out. All right, so weight is out away from the body like it was for that press. Tap, making an X with the arms. That's how I kind of think about it. Middle of the X, top and lower part of the X. This is your movement, more cardio based. But yeah, you feeling those muscles work? I hope so, because that is happening. I know I have some of you that love your cardio, but I also have some of you that love straight up strength training. And this does qualify, ladies, okay? This is strength training. This is more of a toning move versus a building move. They all come together in metabolic conditioning to keep your body guessing. We're doing all kinds of different things. So metabolically, your body keeps having to adjust to the isolation, to the compound, to the low impact cardio. So that's how we get that conditioning of our metabolism to really fire hard. Okay, we are on 4 out of 5 now, so we're getting there. I'm going to grab my 15s again. We have a side lunge. Whew. And I think when I did the modification, because I filmed them first, I went to my left first. So let's go that way. Here we go. Over, up. Same form cues here, flat back. Weight in the heel. Chest is up. Keep the neck neutral. Don't look down at your toes. Don't look up at me down in this lunge. I want you to look out 3 or 4 feet in front of your toes. It's going to keep the neck aligned with your spine. And I think that does it for our side lunges, at least for that piece right there, that isolation piece. Moving on to a reciprocating bicep curl. So I'm going to grab my 10s, and that just means we're going to have one weight up, one down, slow on the down and up. So same speed down as up. Deep breath, elbows stay in. Perfect example of how resisting the eccentric part of the move. So that's when the weight is being pulled down by gravity right here. So concentric, we curl it up. Eccentric, we resist it down. I have mentioned before, I'll mention it again, I don't think I've mentioned it in a while. For women, they've studied how women get pretty toned, lean muscles. The eccentric part of the move, the resistance part versus the concentric, the contraction there, is as important as the actual squeeze of the muscle. So that resistance down really matters, especially for women. All right, I'm gonna keep these weights. We're going to go into a balance move. I usually have one in here. We're going to hinge forward and up, and then we'll go to the other side. Modification. Keep one toe on the ground, otherwise, if you can, bring the leg up. It doesn't have to be high. Find your balance. The first few are going to be challenging. A little bend in that knee is going to help. Feel the strength coming all the way up the leg, into the glute. Abs are tight. Really help with your balance. Get slow and controlled. I'm looking about 6-7 feet out in front of my toes, keeping my neck aligned with my spine. That is going to help with your balance as well. But you should be wobbly here. I am wobbling all over the place. And that's how we train balance. All right, moving on. We're going to step to your left first. Side lunge. You're going to come up with a curl. From there, take it down to a deadlift. So here we have getting into that combo work. Ready? For 5 seconds, stepping out to your left. Coming up, give me a curl. Elbows in, keep them at the waist. Rotate the hands, little bend in the knees down to your deadlift. Other side. Bring it up and curl it. And you notice the lighting might be a little different. It's pouring rain out. I actually recorded this workout a couple days ago, and it was absolutely beautiful. Lots of sun. I went to turn the camera off, and the card was full. This is where it ended, as far as the workout goes. Now the rest of it didn't get recorded, so here I am. If I look very fresh, that's why. I'm just starting my exercise here. You've been going for 4 circuits, right? Okay, good. We are going to curl with light weight, and then do side raise. Side raise is like a jack. So we're going to curl, out, out, okay? Palms are going to stay facing me. This is our movement. Cardio, getting that heart rate up. Here we go. Curl it. Tap, tap. Keep going. Sometimes things happen, right? I'm sure you've had that happen where, you type something and then all of a sudden it's gone, or I'm like, oh no, I can't do that again. That's all right. Good thing I like what I do, right? I don't even like it. I love it. I absolutely love it. I love how you all are doing so well. I'm hearing your comments, good and bad. They crack me up. I love it. I do. That's my favorite part of the day. I wish I had more time to just jump in on those comments, but I really do try and respond, and if you ask me any questions, that kind of thing, I really want to give you thorough answers. So that's what's going on there. All right, we have a suitcase swing to head tricep extension. So you're going to hinge from the waist down, come on up, palms are facing each other here. Keep the elbows forward behind the head, extend back into your swing. Go deeper if you'd like to go deeper in that swing. Okay, the suitcase swing. It's actually a suitcase swing, not a swing through. Go deeper if you can with the knees. Lift the arms in the back. It's going to hit that tricep as they go back and lift right here. Lift, and then again right here. So you get lots of tricep work. Don't want to neglect those. Always try to hit every body part, unless we're doing an upper or lower abs. Specific to glutes or something. In our total body workouts, I really want to make sure we get a balanced workout on all the muscle groups. Good. All right, we are going into a rear lunge or watch the modifiers, okay? If you want to try the lunges, not as deep. It's all about the step up right here, stepping up, okay? Using that muscle. So come back even a little and step up. You are using the muscle. Otherwise, do the modification, okay? Warming up these lunges. Keep the shoulders back. Shoulders are over the hips. Don't lean over that front knee at all. You see this a lot in the gym. You just want to scream. It's not good for your knee. If your knees are working, we want to keep them working. If they're not, we want you to do the modifications and strengthen the muscles around them. It may not make them better, but it might, depending on what you got going on. If you have bone-on-bone arthritis, there's not a lot that can be done about that. But if you have weakness that's causing soreness, definitely you can strengthen the muscles and the knees could feel better. So just everybody's different. Do the modifications. Don't do anything that hurts. All right, we're going to take this swing through now. So you're going to swing through, down and up. Do a rear lunge here and up, tricep extension, okay? A lot going on. Swing it through, bring it up, rear lunge, stand up, hit the tricep. Swing it, hold it up, rear lunge, tricep. Keep going, fun. This one's a tough one. Upper lower body, balance, and just plain old core work. There we go, good. All right, other side. Get your breath. Whew. Now I feel like I'm in the workout. You know, it's funny, I started right in the middle of the workout. I'm very fresh. I just got dressed and haven't done any exercise other than a little warm up. Now I'm feeling it. Get ready. Here we go. Swing it. Hold it up. Hold it up. Step back if you can. Come on up. Do a real leg raise if you're not. Swing it down. Bring it up. Whoops. There we go. Give me a tricep right here. I forgot that. Sorry. Swing. And up. Tricep. Make sure to push that elbow forward. Body will want to help you cheat. See, it's easier if we put that elbow out. Well, it is, because you're taking the work out of that tricep. We don't want to do that. All right, there it is. Okay. Got your cardio move. 2 weights. Stand with the tricep. We're going to kick them out to the side. So they're going straight out to the side. As we do that, we're going to tap. Tap. This is a cardio move with dumbbells, elevating that heart rate. Get ready. Here we go. Really lift. Keep the shoulders down. Keep going. I got a call coming and I gotta stop. That is my uncle. I'll call him back in a bit. I called him earlier this week and hadn't heard from him, so I was kind of worried. So I'm glad he's calling. Keep going. Come on, we're right there. 3 seconds. You got this. And yay! Well, for me, those 3 beats came pretty quick. For you, I know you just did a hard workout, and I did in 2 parts, right? Okay, good job. Let's put the weight down. We're gonna stretch. I hope you feel good. Let's reach one arm up and over. Stretching the entire side of the body. You should feel the tricep, back of the arm stretch here by pushing this thumb back a little bit. You'll activate that a little more. And bring the arm across. Drop it in the basket, give it a little pull, stretching the back of the shoulders, upper back. Get your breath. I am breathing heavy. Whew. That makes me happy because that shows that even with, you know, a couple, not even 2 full circuits, got that heart rate going. So that's good. All right, up we go. And bring it across. So stretch here. Let's bring one arm up overhead. Pat yourself on the back. Grab your elbow, another opportunity to really lean out of this and really deepen this stretch here. Deep breaths. Hope you felt that workout. I like that form. I like all the formats. I just like mixing it up. Trying different things. Okay, clasping the hands behind the back, round those shoulders back. Go ahead and roll out the shoulders one direction, and then we'll go the other direction. Good. All right, I'm going to step out to the side and lift a toe, back of the leg here. Stretch out those deadlifts. And you can put your foot down and lean in away, inner thigh here, stretch. Just keep the knee that's bending pretty high. You don't need to bend deep here. And I'll step the other side, toe up. And lean, I always do link in my stretch playlist. There's stretches anywhere from 5 minutes on up to 20 minutes on that playlist. So a lot of times these workouts, I try and keep them 30 minutes so we don't get a lot of stretch time. If you have an extra 5 minutes, click in that playlist and pick a nice short stretch and add that on. Toe, heel back here. Pushing your weight through your heel. It is important to stretch these muscles after you work them. Other side. They build up a waste product they eat the oxygen, right? And then there's lactic acid that is left in the muscles, and as we elongate, again, get these shoulders nice and loose. Would be a lot of water today. Deep breath in, arms up. Exhale, get some protein. That helps with healing. One more, deep breath. Exhale, I hope you liked the workout. Give it a thumbs up if you did. It tells YouTube that you liked it and it helps me with the algorithm. If you have not subscribed, it's free. Hit that subscribe button. That way you'll see the next workout when it comes out, and they come out regularly every week. Thank you for being with me. I will see you next time. Have a wonderful day or evening.